Our topic is solubility in solution. Solubility means what? Before we deal with the definition of solubility, you must know some of the points that you have discussed about the saturated solution. No? That is, a particular amount of solute is dissolved in a particular amount of given solvent at a given temperature. That is called saturated solution. After that saturation, if you add some more solute in the solution, it won't dissolve. It will settle at the bottom. So to dissolve that solute particles, that we going to discuss as solubility. So solubility is a measure how much of solute is added in the solvent. Okay. That is how much amount of solute is taken and to dissolve in the solvent. So that means how much amount of solvent is also taken. So that is called solubility. Now we will see the definition of solubility. So solubility is defined as the number of grams of solute that can be dissolved in 100 grams of solvent to form its saturated solution at a given temperature and pressure. That is, number of grams of solute that is going to dissolve in 100 grams of water. So this forms saturated solution at a given temperature and pressure. That is called solubility. So for example, 36 grams of sodium chloride has to dissolve in 100 grams of water. So this forms saturated solution at 25 degree Celsius. That means here you are dealing with the amount, that is the weight of the solute and the weight of the solvent. That means you can be expressed this solubility in terms of mass of solute by mass of solvent into 100. So into 100 you are using this formula, that is solubility. Simply you can write solubility can be written as, that is in the formula, mass of the solute by mass of solvent into 100. Okay, this is the definition. So definition means of the solubility means, that is number of grams of solute dissolved in 100 grams of solvent at a given temperature is called solubility. So example is 36 grams of solute, that is sodium chloride, is dissolved in 100 grams of water. This forms saturated solution at 25 degree Celsius temperature. And mathematically, that is the formula base, the solubility is written as mass of solute by mass of solvent into 100. So solubility of some common substances in water at 25 degrees Celsius. So the first column is name of the solute and the formula of the solute and solubility, that is solubility grams per 100 grams of water. So calcium carbonate, CaCO3, okay, it is in solid basis, that is solute. 0.013. Sodium chloride, NaCl, 36. Ammonia, NH3 gas. So the above two are solid and this one NH3, that is ammonia, is a gas, 48. Sodium hydroxide, NaOH, it is in the form of solid, 80. Glucose, C6H12O6 solid, 91. Sodium bromide, NaBr solid, 95. Sodium iodide, NaI. Na is sodium, I is iodine, that is iodide, solid, 184. From this they can ask for 1 mark. Okay. Factors affecting solubility. There are 3 main factors which govern the solubility of a solute. So here we are going to discuss about the solute and the solvent. So how the solute is dissolving in the solvent. So there are some factors which affects the solubility. So the 3 factors here we are going to discuss about is Nature of the solute and solvent, temperature and pressure. These are the three factors. In that first one, nature of the solute and the solvent. So it plays an important role in solubility. So water dissolves so many solute particles in it. It may be ionic or covalent and does not dissolve everything. So that is, it can dissolve, that is the water can dissolve so many substances in it, as well as ionic as well as covalent particles also, but it does not dissolve everything. So everything was not dissolved in the water. Okay, so much things are dissolved. There are some particles, no, which cannot, solute particle which cannot dissolve in water. So scientist says an phrase like dissolves like. So scientists are predicted a phase, that is phrase, that is the English you study about the phrases, no. So that like that the scientists had given the phrase for solubility like dissolves like. So the expression means dissolving occurs when similarity exists, that is the similarity exists between solvent and solute. So the solvent and solute has some properties similar. So has the same properties that while that only it will dissolve. Okay. For example, common salt is a polar component and dissolves readily in polar solvent like water. So the salt is dissolved in water because both are polar components. And non-polar components will dissolve, that is will soluble in non-polar solvents. Okay, so non-polar won't dissolve in polar solvents, that is non-polar solutes will not dissolve in non-polar solvents, that is polar solvents will not dissolve in polar solvents, they will dissolve only in non-polar solvents. The example is fat dissolved in ether. But non-polar components do not dissolve in polar components and polar components do not dissolve in non-polar components. That is the best example. Okay, here that is the oil will not miscible with, that is mixed with the water, no, it won't dissolve like that only this one. So the fat is an oil. So the oil will mix us in the water? No. That means fat is a non-polar solvent and water is a polar solvent. Okay. So based on the solute and solvent nature also, the solubility was affected. Next, effect of temperature. Solubility of solids in liquid. Generally, solubility of a solute in a liquid solvent increases with increases in temperature. So when the solid solute, that is solute particle, dissolves in liquid solvent, the temperature increases. So the solubility increases the temperature also. For example, greater amount of sugar will dissolve in warm water than in cold water. Okay. So we are using the sugar in the coffee, no? That is in the milk you are adding, that is in the hot milk, it will dissolve easily because if the temperature is high, that is the solubility will easily dissolve, okay, than in cold water. In endothermic process, solubility increases with increase in temperature. So in endothermic means the solubility, that is the heat is absorbed. So the heat is absorbed, the temperature was increased inside the solution. Due to that, the solubility increases. So in endothermic process, solubility increases with increase in temperature. Exothermic process, opposite, but because liberation of heat, that is liberation of heat. Due to that, the solubility decreases with increase in temperature. So the solubility increases with increase in temperature, that is endothermic process. Exothermic means solubility decrease with increase in temperature, that is exothermic process. Solubility of gases in liquid. So solubility of gas in liquid decrease with increase in temperature. So when a gas was dissolved in liquid, it decreased, that is decreased with increase in temperature. So the solubility was decreased but the temperature was increased. So the water contains dissolved oxygen. It is the best example, the water. When water is heated, the solubility oxygen in water decreases because it evaporates as in the forms of bubbles. That is, oxygen evaporates in the form of bubbles. Okay, it escapes or evaporates. So aquatic animals live more in cold. Aquatic animals live more in cold regions because more amount of dissolved oxygen is present in water of cold regions. Because the aquatic animals live in where they live in cold regions, because the oxygen present in, that is more in water. In heat region the oxygen will be evaporated as bubbles. Okay, but in cold region the oxygen won't evaporate and they will be there in the water. Because of that, the aquatic animals live in the cold regions. This shows that the solubility of oxygen in water is more at low temperature. So at low temperature water contains more oxygen. Effect of pressure. So effect of pressure is observed only in the case of solubility of a gas in a liquid. So while dissolving the gas in a liquid, there only we can able to see the pressure. So when the pressure is increased, the solubility of a gas in a liquid also increase. So pressure increases, solubility of gas is also increased in the liquid. So common examples for the solubility, that is in gases in liquids, is carbonated beverages like soft drinks. So what will happen when you open a Fanta bottle? The gas will come up, no? Champagne bottle, all, that is the soft drinks. And the household cleaners containing aqueous solution of ammonia, also the gas will come out. The formalin, aqueous solution of formaldehyde. So these are the best example, the effect of pressure. So while opening the thumb, that is, this is a Fanta or Coke bottle, the carbon dioxide gas was inside. When you open the cap of the bottle, the gas will come out. Okay, so the gas will come out. That leads to the pressure. Okay, effect of pressure on solubility. More to known. So the effect of pressure on solubility of a gas in liquid is given by Henry's law. So Henry's law here, the solubility of gas in liquid. The solubility of gas in liquid is directly proportional to the pressure of the gas over the solution at a definite temperature. So gas in liquid, the solubility of gas in liquid is directly proportional to the pressure of the gas in liquid at a definite temperature. You are giving a definite temperature. That time the gas should be soluble in liquid. So soluble in liquid, that is directly proportional to the pressure of a gas in a solution. Okay, that is, solubility of a gas in a liquid is directly proportional to the pressure of the gas over the solution at a definite temperature. So this is called Henry's law. This they can ask in 2 marks. Hope you understand the topic. If you have any doubts, post your doubts in the comment box. If you want to watch the video in Tamil, I had given the link in the description box. You can go and watch it. Give a thumbs up, share and subscribe to Science Easy Tech channel.